Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my Sofa Luscious channel, reflections of life and all that sort of stuff. In this video, I'm sharing with you my Ancestry DNA results. I ordered one of these kits so that I could get to know a bit more about my ethnicity background. Being that my family is from Jamaica and we are descendants of the African slave trade, the European African slave trade, or transatlantic slave trade, however you want to call it. Knowing where in Africa my ethnic origins are, I've always been interested to know, so I took the test, okay? Okay, with that being said, what I'll do, I'll share with you my ethnicity breakdown, and then after that I'll give you my family background, okay? Okay, so according to Ancestry DNA, my ethnicity estimate, as they call it, is, drumroll, 96% African and 4% European. And I'm quite pleased with those results. I estimated that I would be somewhere between 80 and 90% based on what I know of my family. From watching other people who are either British Jamaican or have Jamaican ethnicity, their numbers were like 90 plus, so I expected to be in the 90 regions overall. Okay, so the breakdown of my ethnicity estimate. The largest region in Africa is Ivory Coast, Ghana at 33%, followed by Nigeria at 26%, and then it's followed by Benin, Togo at 18%, and then we've got Africa, Southeastern Bantu at 7%, and then Africa, South Central Hunter-Gatherers at 3%. Now, low confidence regions are Senegal at 5%, Cameroon at 3%, and Mali at 1%. Now, I find it interesting that my Cameroon Congo is 3% low confidence, and Africa's South Central Hunter-Gatherers is 3%, with whether it's confident. Yeah, so they come under different breakdowns. Now for Europe, Europe says it's low confidence, so to me that means that this DNA has been it's just been getting less and less and less as the years go by. Okay, now for Europe, my breakdown says its low confidence regions are Scandinavia at 3% and Iberian Peninsula at 1%. Now, Scandinavia seems a bit weird to me because I'd never think that. Iberian Peninsula, Spain, Portugal, and the Spanish used to rule Jamaica, so yeah, there you go. Right, now for my genetic communities, it comes up as African Caribbeans in the Greater Antilles. Connection shows as very likely. The biggest cluster for my genetic community shows up as Jamaica, and there's dottings around like Haiti, Cuba, Bahamas, and those regions, but the Jamaica's covered, okay, and which makes sense, which is fab. Both of my parents are Jamaican. My dad's born and raised in Jamaica, and my mum born and raised in Jamaica, so that's fine. Okay, and another thing to note is that I didn't link my family tree to my DNA test until after I got my results, because I wanted to see if indeed it would pinpoint that my genetic grouping has links to Jamaica, which it did, so I'm happy with that. family history. I don't know much about my dad's side of the family. I just know that he's from Jamaica. I also thought he was from St. Anne's. I thought he was from Kingston, but he wasn't really. I didn't necessarily grow up with him that way, but I was always in communication with him. I did see him regularly, but I mainly grew up with my mum, and that's just why. My siblings on my dad's side, they do know a bit more than I do, but I do intend to trace him. When I've added his details into Ancestry, it does come up nicely. It's just to pinpoint the region. I have an idea of where, like, say, his mum's from, but I'm still in the research mode for that. Now, my mum's side, which is the side that raised me, there's a Maroon heritage. If you ever heard of the Kuna Pass, that passes through um, the region and what have you. Which the next time I'm in Jamaica, especially if I'm around my mum's family, that's where I tend to travel through. Maybe not, because the mosquitoes just tear up my legs and I'm not there for it. But anyway, sad man. On my mum's side, I can trace my family tree going back to my great grandmother and grandfather, which, because I know who they are, I know I can go further back. I do have a cousin who says that he's gone further back than what I have. I think he's gone back to the beginning 1800s, which I'll need to check. And my mum's from Hayfield, St. Thomas. And if anyone's from Hayfield, St. Thomas, so you know, Osborne Town, you're my people, yeah. So yeah. So there were, uh, yeah, there was on Ancestry. It tells you about your DNA matches, which is basically people that are related to you, either the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth cousins. Now it comes up with I seem to have more fourth cousins as matches on mine. Um, some have pictures. There's one. There's one that comes up as a second cousin. Um, ooh. Yeah, there's one that comes as a second or third cousin with the extremely high match, and then I have. Then there's loads of fourth to sixth cousins, and then there's seventh to eighth cousins listed. There's about 35 pages of that. So I'm going to take some time and go through it all. Going forward, what I plan to do is to get to know a bit more about how to do the JED match. And once I figure out how to do that, how to like download my raw DNA and upload it, I will do that to compare the results. I will do another video for that. I believe there's another one called DNA Land, which I will try to use as well. And yeah, so if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. You can also subscribe to my other channel, which is So Luscious TV, which is I do reviews and beauty and rant some other stuff over there. This channel is Reflections of Life, and it will contain my future ancestry type videos on this channel. Okay, so if you have any tips for tracing family history in Jamaica in particular, please let me know. I'm born in Britain to Jamaican parents, British Jamaican, and that's that. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, bye.